Greetings, gamers. Welcome back to Dave the Diver. I guess greetings, divers. I always messed that up. Dredge DLC is coming. It's coming. There's a lot of more Dave to come. I thought I was done, man. I mean, I didn't think I was done because I love this game and I knew they were going to update it, but I was going to be able to take a break. Anywho, nope. Um, there is Godzilla DLC coming next week. Next week in my universe. Lord knows when the video will make it, but Godzilla DLC is coming, so I'll be playing that. But that video might not be until after the nighttime video. But now I see that Dredge thing also happens at night, so maybe I'll save that for the Dredge DLC. I'm not sure. Thanks, dog. Preach. I think I introduced most of this earlier. Maybe I didn't. I was just talking about how great Dave is last time. Later on in the game, you do get yourself a little farm here. You get the ability to farm your own crops. And then obviously, as the game goes on, it gets bigger. You get more crops you can grow. There's like ways to increase your yield and all sorts of stuff. It's a tremendous amount of granularity to the farming mechanic in the game. Considering, how late it happens in the game versus everything else. But again, it's just all gravy. And of course, late in the game, you get the ability to actually hire this fella here for a couple of days of coverage. And he takes care of everything for you, so you don't have to do all the hard work of being here, which is great. It costs money, a lot of grinding, but definitely worth it. Definitely worth the effort. Last time I spoke through a lot of the administrative stuff I normally do before I go diving. There's not anywhere near as much this time around. You only have to do the fish thing once a day. Oh, I went to the branch. I have a branch too. I meant to go to my store. We'll get to that. The branch, that's nighttime stuff. Don't worry about it. One thing that happens late in the game is there is another merchant who shows up. You have to feed him something fantastic, but after you do, he shows up at your place every couple of days. And okay, so until very recently, I guess the last time I saw him, he had one final recipe for me to buy. So I've been buying that, but now no more of that. So I guess I can focus on buying truffles. They appear to be the only thing you can get from him and nowhere else. Did I feed the cat? Yeah, I already fed the cats. More nighttime stuff. We'll deal with that later. Alright, heading back to the boat. Afternoon dig. Oh, the laptop gives me a tremendous amount of light. So I guess I don't necessarily... I changed the lighting. I changed everything. I wasn't totally satisfied with the previous recording. I used the heck out of the black hole launcher, but I think actually I still need to bring some of these fish back with me, don't I? Let's check the glacier passage. No, we need to check... We can go to the fish farm and check. I guess I am doing a little bit of administrative work, but it's more dangerous. It's much more dangerous deeper in the water. The fish, like more fake fish, more fish with crazier attack patterns and things. So it's not really easy to just take the basic guns down there anyway, but so I won't if I don't have to, but if there are fish I have to catch, you gotta use the weapons that don't just outright slaughter them. So this one here is the glacier area, and I need a snub-nosed eel, a golden king crab, and the elastic pollock, and a snowfish. So I don't have any... Yeah, I need to catch a bunch of these, so I gotta bring... And then what's going on down here? These are all good. Do I have everybody? I feel like there was one in the hydrothermal fence I didn't have, but that's fine. And then I got all them. Cool. I'll check the thing when I get in the water, but at the point is I'm taking the fish gun. Last time I did some killing. This time you guys can see some catching. I'm still gonna have to switch it up, eventually, because there is weapons down there, and I'm only gonna catch a couple, and then I'll get to killing. But this time I won't be as tough. Sorry, black hole launcher. I didn't even rename the last video. I just got back from vacation yesterday. Dead tired. Super dead tired. Steel net gun. Slept basically the entire day. And I don't need this because you get artifacts that help things out. There's a lot to the game. There's a ton to the and I didn't even equip it right because you got to actually hit it and then put it in the thing right. And most importantly, the game never makes an effort to screw you. It's always like in your benefit, always trying to help you out. Let's go ahead and purchase some oxygen. Let's go ahead and take the box too. That's Cobra. Cobra! And early on in the game, he's your best resource for getting some of the things you need for dives. As the game goes on, he becomes very basic, like what he provides. There's still some good stuff in there, like the stuff I bought. There's an oxygen refilling tank, and there's a thing that allows you to have a little bit more inventory while you're down there. You'll see me use it when the time comes. But compared to the sea people, compared to the stuff the weapon merchant can be. Oh, I should have looked at the weapon merchant. Sorry. There's so much to do. So, previously we went as far as the Sea People Village. That's actually through this portal here. But now we're in the glacial area, which super deep. Not super dangerous at this point for me, but I am looking for some stuff. So first glacial cave is that thing. Those things are all over. Third glacial cave. Third glacial cave. Okay, so I'm going to 2 glacial caves with these. Got it. So the lion's share of these, they're just more fish you can catch, but they're tougher. See how I got away? But that's alright. I'm pretty well versed in everything. If I'm lucky, because I think the drop is luck-based, you might actually see me get to use Mjolnir. Yeah, for some reason Mjolnir's in the game. I mean, it's because, oh, look at that narwhal, right? You want to see me kill him? I'll get later. The narwhal sucks. He's a pain in the butt. But so many fish in the game are a pain in the butt. And some of them are like pretty fish, like nice fish that I didn't really want to kill. I wanted to preserve, but in the pursuit of sushi, man. Like Bancho, the chef's name is Bancho. He's the black guy, bald. I shouldn't open that up, but I did. I shouldn't open that either. Just go in the first glacial cave. I think it was well, I can look again, but I'm just going to catch a bunch of things in here. The steel net gun is the only way to catch 3-star versions of a lot of fish. So if you are playing the game to catch everything, upgrade the tranquilizer gun path first, because that's the only way to get some of the 3 stars. Like if you waste the resources, if you waste the time upgrading some of the more killer guns, you just can't catch them, and you just have to have some of the 3 stars to do some of the recipes and things. I mean, you don't need to, but I'm a glory hound, so I wanted to make sure I got all the points, so I got everything going on. That's useful. I don't need a lot of these drops anymore, because I can either make them myself, farm them myself. Alright, now which fish was it? Glacial zone. First glacial cave, the Alaskan pollock. How about you? Nope, you're all over. You. Nope, they're all third glacial. Okay, so where's that pollock? But the net is sick, right? Just get them in the net. Oh, and that's it. There we go. It's the one I wanted. But you can use the net to grab multiple fishes, and they don't escape the net. Anyway, the cool thing about this... Oh, there it is. It's random where it is. It's random if you can get it. But once you get it, if you be worthy, you shall wield the power of Thor. So good. Don't even get it, right? But I'm fine with it. Anyway, the power of Thor, in addition to being a great weapon for killing fish, has great range, because some of the weapons do not have good range. Right. It hits on the way out. I mean, you gotta be better at it than I'm being. Hey. There we go. You're dead. But if you time it right, you can hit him on the way out and back, but I blew it. There we go. It's awesome. It's not so great on its own, but what becomes helpful... Are those more of those pollocks? I'm catching more than one. I mean, I guess once I have them, that's what I need for the thing, because you see I catch the 3-star version of it right then and there. But typically my way of doing it is you get the roe. The more of them you catch, dead or alive, the more roe you get. and the roe in your fish pools will just grow into more fish. You don't necessarily have to hunt them if you can catch a bunch of dead ones and get the right roe. Like it doesn't all, it's not a guaranteed thing. The way to get them for sure is to actually catch them, but if you suck at catching them, if you never upgrade the weapons or whatever, you can just like kill and catch a bunch of them the hard way. In a couple of cases, there are a few fishes like the ones that you gotta like drop rocks on and stuff that I haven't found a way to get them without this thing, with the actual net gun, but they're few and far between. The lion's share of the fish you can do just as easily as anything else in the game. Alright, so that's one down. So you can go down here and see, I'm going to run away from a bunch of these fish, but I'm probably going to come back and kill them. I'm running away from them now because I got to catch a fish with my fancy gun, and then I'll come back and get a sick gun and kill some of them just to show you what the later fish in the game get like. This down here is darn near the end of the game. I mean, it is the end of the game. There's no darn near. Well, here, let me see if I can get, if the narwhal's out. The narwhal's always up here, and he always sucks. He can really, he's super fast, and the horn is a problem. The game does have some quick time events for, like, if you do fail to, like, get away from a fish. You'll probably see one here. Ah, you just got me. Alright, I got a problem here. Because I don't think this is going to be able to stop you. Nope. So, what you do in these situations... Ooh, I need one of you. Come here. There we go. Is grab this, whatever it is. Oh, of course, it's an enhanced. Oh wait, Hush Star will work. I think. Nope, not enough. Still awake. All right. I'm so sorry. Yeah, leave me be. I didn't mean to use that, but it's fine. So now, like, even after I use those bullets, I can still disassemble the fragment. Smash this. Catch that with my net. Yeah, you never stop finding fish and seahorses and stuff. Those are the escape pods of down here. But don't need to escape right now. Got away from that little shark encounter. Go ahead and drop you off. What do I got? Anything? Oh, some polyps. Let's drop that haddock. I don't think I did any crabbing last time, because it's a lot, but... So you put the trap down, you actually put some bait in it, you have to pick something in your inventory to put in it. It's not hard, though. Like, it could be anything, but the quality you drop in there increases your likelihood of getting something good from the crab trap, and obviously down here at the bottom of the ocean you need to work kind of hard to get good stuff. Alright, so that's number 2, but I woke this thing up, so... Anyway, once you got him trapped, you know, like this thing is normally a huge pain in the butt, but if you be worthy, you wield the power of Thor. The lightning effect, you know, travels between different fish. That's why this weapon is so great. Most of the others, the guns, you know, they have effects similar to this, but... Oh, that's good. The other thing you get while you're in the ocean that you can't get anywhere else is upgrades for your tip. Normally your tip just has kind of a base damage value. But with the weapon tins down here, the upgrades down here, you can get some pretty fun ones. Basically all the abilities you can give to your guns, you can give to your tip. So I have a poison one right now. And this is why Mjolnir is good for its range, because normally you have to get over... Like, I still got poisoned a little bit, but... Normally I get poisoned a lot getting these. These are the special materials, you know, for the later weapons. I'm going to go ahead and put some weapons together, I think, before I stop the recording, just so you guys can see the animation. Again, the animations in this game are sick, unhinged, very, very good. So, even though, like, I haven't... And it knows, it's smart about replay. Okay, so let me take a look and see who I need in here. Glacier Zone, I got the pollock. You can sort. Look at this sort. Sort by the number of marine life. Look at that. Alright. So I got a crab. I gotta find a lumpfish and that eel. That eel sucks, but I remember when I caught the first one. I didn't know you had to catch 2 for them to procreate. Sounds obvious, but when I was running through the game, I really wasn't connecting exactly how the fish farm was working. I was just stoked every time I went there. Nope, missed him, but you're coming with me. Oh, Lumpy. Anyway, as the game went on, I figured out, oh, you need to have 2 of them, but some of them I'd already kind of like caught one and was just like satisfied. Yeah, see, now that was a good catch. I got like 4 fish in that one. I said I really only need 1 of them, but for my goals, because now that I have 2, now that I actually have 2 at my fish farm, or at least I will as long as I don't die, they'll just procreate. They'll not, you know, like at this point, I'll show up, right? So here's that eel, but he's easy. He might not be small enough for me to take. Oh, he is small enough for me to tail. Normally, if they're big things, number 1, the net gun won't work on them, but number 2, even if you get them, you have to call it. Is this diamond? No, this is aquamarine. You gotta call a drone to get him. You gotta call Cobra. But what's this? That was an aquamarine. There's no way. Oh, I'm still getting Quahog. Quahog, come here. Either way, if you don't, dang it. Either way, what happens at the fish farm is after they procreate, you can choose to what happens to the fish. You can either sell them, you know, directly for cash, but honestly, you guys have seen the other menu. I got more cash than I know what to do with. Or you can just transfer the meat to your store for use in dishes. Which again, the cooking element, it's substantial, which is why I'm saving a whole episode for doing it. But all these concepts I'm kind of introducing, or at least touching on, will make sense when we get there, I promise. I already did a sound test. It should be absolutely fine. I'm paranoid because it's Dave, and I love Dave, and I want the Dave recordings to go well. I don't normally do recordings anymore that I want to go well, that I'm actually concerned on. Is that all of them? I got the pollock, I got the crab, I got the lumpfish, I got the eel. That's everybody down here. Okay, so now we can do some killing. I'll show you guys the very last area of the game. I won't go far, because I can still get killed down there pretty easily. There's some, like like the environmental hazards that can really wipe you out if you don't. If you're not careful. And I'm not careful. I'm a crazy man with a harpoon gun. With fish on the brain! Sushi on, gram, actually. There's like a weird Instagram, you know, like rip-off in the game. It's called Foodsta instead of Insta. Cooksta or Foodsta, I can't remember anyway. Every level or so. Yeah? You can come with me. Right, so I'm gonna leave those bullets for whatever thing whatever gun I'm gonna find down here. You never know what it's gonna be. There's like a pool based on the chest, based on where it is in the environment. And the environment, right, like that's a harpoon, which is fine. I need the fragments, but I also need a weapon so I can do some killing. I mean, I guess, you know, I got these mines, which the mines are pretty sweet, but I don't think they're strong enough. And then I got Mjolnir. Let's go down here. I don't know if there's a weapon crate down here. This down here is literally the last swimming area in the game that you can get to. Because of the way the boss fights work in the game, you almost always go to a separate area that you can't get to otherwise, that you never see otherwise. But there's usually like a kind of opening area. I guess I'll show you this whole thing, because again, the game is full of gameplay. I've done all the mini games and things, so you're not going to see any of that stuff unless I accidentally get got by a shark. But I just kind of want you guys to see what you're in for if you ever go for a dive, you know, like what kind of things lurk down here. So this room sucks. It's got a bunch of fish in here that hate me, but again, I've got the net gun that none of them can stop. So there's this thing. It sucks, but this is the real pain in the butt. It's like a big old crab. Again, steel net gun makes it cake, because you just freeze them in place and you can do whatever. These things, you can hit these, I think? Well, you could. I don't know if I can do it anymore. Ooh, can I go through this room? No. Okay. Still don't have a gun that does any killing, but that's fine. Anyway, once you come in here, you can't get back out unless you do the puzzles. Chill. You too. I'll take you both. This is literally the end of the game. So if you start playing, it'll be a while before you experience any of this. Like I said, I powered through this game. I want the shrimp really bad. There is one more shrimp down here somewhere that I haven't grabbed yet, but I do not know which one it is. Oh god, right, there's a minigame. I love the compatibility, you know. They don't have to do that. You know, the fact that the actual correct buttons for the platform I'm using pop up, they don't have to do that. They could just, well, I mean, you've seen other games on my channel, names shall not be named. Over there to the left is the last kind of area, and that's where I can get killed, and I'm not going in there because I don't feel like getting set on fire right now. Yeah, you can set on fire in the ground. It's weird, but they're lava vents, you just put up with it. Anyway, the fact that, you know, like it says what button to press and all that in the interface, it's really, really nice when you're switching between controllers and games all the time like I am. Because then it's just like, yeah, the X button, the triangle button, whereas some games are just like, press the action button. And you're like, well, which one's the action button? Anyway, that stuff takes time. You gotta do a different set of graphics for every platform, and then, you know, do you leave them all on the disc? Do you replace them? How easy is it to port back and forth? That thing sucks. I'm not going to mess with it without a real gun. I need a real gun before I pick out of anything. The baseball is fun, but it's no Mjolnir. This guy sucks, and he's probably going to eat me. Yeah. Yeah, he sucks. I need a real gun for him. Okay, so here is when Mjolnir is actually a really crazy fun gun. The ice gun is hilarious. You shoot him enough, and it freezes. Right? So, the freeze and unfreeze does damage. This thing is, like, shielded on the front, so if you get it in the front, it doesn't count. Anyway. You're still alive? All of them, that one that got me earlier, they've all got... Oh god. Whew, that was close. They've all got quick time events, you know. You know, Cobra! Get this low life out of my sight. Tagging back this fish. One other thing I still need to do in the game is make all the weapons. And most of the late stage weapons require the materials that you find down here at the very bottom. Like that room that I didn't go in the other area. So here's a neat thing, right? So you drop this, and then you can open it, and then you can actually like drop off this much of your inventory, which ain't nothing. But how much of this do I got? Do I got 10? I got 10? Alright, that'll be the topaz. Topaz? Use fish? Fish is too big. It's never good for fish, but for like scrimps, resources, you know, things like that you're taking back. Because you can sell anything. You can sell anything to Cobra. And for that reason, usually the stuff that's helpful like that is like super lightweight. You know, so you can get all of them going. Anyway, now that stuff is just safe and secure, and I got a free inventory space, which I need because I need some water. Air, rather. Come on, be down here. Ugh. They don't always spawn, is the problem. The material spots, like, number one, they're randomized, so you don't always get what you want anyway. Like, I've been needing Ruby forever. I can't remember where Ruby spawns. It's just a huge ocean of like stuff to look at and see, so, and it changes every dive. Some of the areas, like some of the later areas, don't actually have variants, you know. This area down here, the glacier zone, is kind of always the same, but there still can be some variants between like which things pop up, where the boxes are, which fish are available. Oh, I need bullets in the worst way. The freeze shot takes a solid 3, but it freezes anything. What's this? This looks fun. Apparently there's still a thing I need to take a picture of. I don't know what it is. I don't know where it is, but I don't think I'm going to find it unless I stumble across it. When I do the Dredge DLC, I'll probably have an excuse to do more like random searching around the map. But as it is right now, I just hit the hot spots I know that have the things I need, and get back up to the ship or city, whatever. I got a whole nother area to show you guys. I don't remember how long this recording's going. Let me know how you feel about the living room recordings. You know, I've thus far been recording in my bedroom because my bedroom is, you know, the only room that has any furniture or really anything in it of interest. I'm really glad I caught Mjolnir. Oh, I got rid of my net gun. Like I said, there's one more shrimp in here somewhere that I still haven't found. This guy sucks. And I missed. How about I just freeze him? Wow, still alive, huh? And I missed. This thing sucks. It has a really annoying quick time event that it just gets to do if it gets anywhere near you. Oh god. And you're probably gonna get to see it. Oh, don't run now. You and me, we're old pals. There was something down here I wanted. Yeah, this. Can I go through that wall? That looks fascinating. Ow! Right, I wasn't even looking at it, didn't even see the spikes. So you gotta be careful. You will run into spikes. It's gonna happen. We'll on bullets a little bit. We're almost done down here. I know this isn't that exciting, because again, kind of the master of it, but need to find some things. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I hope you guys enjoy watching Dave as much as I enjoy playing it, because let me tell you, I could play this game. There were so many nights that I definitely should have gone to bed and didn't. Yeah, these little trees. I wonder what those mean. I feel like I didn't notice them before, but this is also the first time I've ever played in this lighting in this room, so it's possible that there are elements of detail in the background that I'm not seeing. This is the last real room I have to go in. I think, yeah, because I feel like this is where the Ruby spawned forever ago, but I have not seen it. I have not seen Ruby in this room forever. No, I guess they're not new. It's just another one of many rooms you go into. Again, during the course of the plot, a lot of these are closed, or like a fish leads you there, like you're chasing them, so what is it? Yeah, this is just... it's just Topaz. Who are you? A weedy sea dragon? I'm pretty sure I already got one of those. Anyway. Don't even need it. Yeah, I killed that big thing, I killed that other thing, I don't know. Try not to do too much of this diving thing, because like I said, I already did a dive, and I know this is just more fish and more areas, but I want you to see the variance in the locations in the game, because there's a huge, there's a lot more combat down here, there's a lot more danger down here compared to the other swimming. I mean, it happens. But you guys saw I can basically swim rings around all the fish up there, and down here I'm actually kind of afraid of stuff, and there's spikes everywhere. But again, this area does not, like roguelike or shift around. It's so once you learn it, you learn it. And that's why I'm just kind of no-selling it. But there's another fish, but I didn't bring my thing. So normally, right, he's doing the mine thing. Or no, not mine. He's the hey, bonk. Anyway, see how I only got the 1-star variant? Yeah, the only way to get a good one is with the net gun. Like the only way. I mean, the steel net gun, the regular net guns, doesn't work on them. Not totally gatekeeping, but it does get kind of annoying once you know how to do everything. That sometimes you still have to do other things. Sticky bomb gun, I mean, we've used the ice gun enough, right? At least let you guys see it. Alright, this is why you don't need Topaz, because Topaz is everywhere. I mean, it's nice. I'm going to get a ton of Topaz. I might need it for a weapon, but I'm probably just going to end up selling it. Alright, Narwhal. Doesn't exactly have infinite range, it's got pretty long range. There we go. There we go. Why are you still alive? Missed. There we go. Get this low life out of my sight. Just gonna grab my crab trap. Oh, the big guy. Are there bulls down here? I'll kill him too. Horsehair crab, that's great. Game pauses, but often your stress level is too high for you to really sit down and appreciate. Like, to just chill. Because you're all tweaked off because there's a giant shark up there and you don't want it to eat you. I could probably use the meat. Later me is going to be like, why didn't you get the meat, dog? There's also not a megamouth. There's another big, it's huge, it's gigantic. It's called like the green, I don't want to say green sleeves, but it's like the green something shark. Anyway, it's enormous. Oh god. Alright, look at how fast this son of a gun is. If you don't know how to avoid all their attacks, if you don't know how to see it right before it happens. And again, I got power-ups, man. I'm a couple... pretty deep in the game. When you first come down here, man, these things, they just get you. Now, granted, my inventories, you know, like, this is the point when you would jettison a bunch of inventory, you'd be like, alright. Alright, well, that's a problem. There we go. Harpoon gun does do damage. I think I need your fin. Oh, you're the poor beagle. I don't need anything of yours. I've killed so many of these. Yeah, my inventory's true, so it's, that one's dead. Jump the dead one. Inventory's still full. See? Got the tooth. Don't think I need it for anything, but that's how you get it. It's another pointless melee weapon. It's neat, but the only thing it does is it freezes them, which is not worth it. Like any other melee weapon you have down here is better than that stupid thing, unless you absolutely have to freeze something, which... I'm trying to think any situation I was in the game when I was like, oh my god, I can't freeze this thing and I need to. That's not true. There's definitely a few fishmon. Again, the very special fish that only spawn once a week. They require you to... Yeah, so you can go directly back to the boat if you're sick of it, but... I'm gonna go see people so you guys can actually see some of the Sea People village this time, because I think last time I just bailed. Sell some stuff so I can start my crops again, because again... Oh no, I got my crops last time. But you guys need to see the way to the other area. You don't need to, but I need to play it, because I love this game. Honestly, I might do the cooking tonight, because I'm, you know, like I'm feeling it. But... the only way you can really make Sea People money, during the course of the game, this board lights up, but eventually you run out of these missions. Right? Yeah. And that's that. Those have money. You see that green money that's in the upper left-hand corner? I think that's it. The map is in the top right. You're not missing much. But eventually you open some stores here, which do allow you to sell things, and this is the most clutch store, but I think I've already did all this, but this one, you can sell all these things you find for like lots and lots of the green stuff, which is key. Right, this is Cobra store. I'm just trying to look. These materials here, like ruby, like I got 19, I need like 25 for the weapon. Meanwhile, some of these things, you know, I got so many of. I pressed the wrong button, but it's fine. It just depends on where they spawn, you know, like I said, sometimes you're gonna get them every single dive, and other times you never. Yeah, right. Had to make that guy some crab soup. Had to get the recipe. It's complicated. So he's got these very special things that you need for weapons, but they're super expensive, and I don't really need them. What you do need, like a metric ton of, and I want to show you guys some weapons, is fragments. You need these, like, just so many of these. So I spent all my money, which isn't exactly a great move because I was going to buy some crops. But I don't need them that badly. I don't, you know, that's okay, man. So slow. I need the Pollux. I don't need 3 Pollux. There we go. I don't really need to show you the other area, but I want to go. I just want to see you. This again. This is my diving routine. After I got pretty good in the game, this just became how I did it. Unless the game was like, you have to do something else. So during the morning, I would dive through the shallow areas. You know, go through, catch those fish, update those fish, do whatever the game wanted, and then during the afternoon, I would go to the deeps, here to the Sea People Village, take care of their business. Because if you try and lump it all into every dive, like you for starters, your dives take forever, and you actually do get sick of it. You're like, oh my god, I am still in the water. But also, all right. So here's the glacial passage, which I don't need to catch anything in here. This is you get here before you get to go to the other one, but there's no way to go directly here. You got to go through the Sea People Village and go through the thing. But this place has a bunch of tunnel rooms, and my favorite video game trope, zombies. Yeah, there's actually zombies in here. I'm gonna try and see if I can find one. It's not in here. This is puzzles, switches to things. It's a lot. It's a flipping lot. Um, there's no fish down here that I need to catch, but there's a lot of them, and they're very strong. But that's the power of Mjolnir. You start using it in a crowd of fish, you hurt them all. You pick everything up, and if they start getting away from you, if he be worthy, but I literally don't need any of these fish anymore. I think this thing, the vampire squid, may have a thing I still need, but that might even be for a weapon that I've already done. I don't need this. We're just dropping this. I'll give me my speed back. I'm just kind of curious about Ruby now, because I got 19 of them, but I can't remember how. But I think it just spawns randomly. Like you go deep, super deep in that old room. See, there's one. There's the zombies. Right, making dumb zombie noises, but there's like puzzles and things, like it's a lot just to get back. I wonder if I'd be worthy. Nope, not that worthy. That's fine. So, yeah, you get to deal with zombies, that's a lot of fun. I had a Coke earlier, so I'm a little more wired than I normally am at this point in the night. Which is why I think I'm gonna cook later in the game. I'm done cooking for the day. I made, ironically, salmon today. I made fish for dinner tonight. Totally wasn't even thinking about it. I mean, maybe. I did know I was gonna play this later. But, Logan, and when he poisons you, your controls, yeah, see how I got the tentacle? You need the tentacle for a weapon, and if you just catch him, you don't necessarily get it. It seems to be a random drop off a kill for every fish, but I have my suspicions there's more science to it. I just haven't figured it out. I didn't investigate it because I didn't need the weapons. If I needed the weapons, I would have got more serious about grinding out the fish parts, but I didn't even realize, like it was much later in the game. Like you can talk to all these people, you can hear what they have to say, they have plots, but I'm done with it all. This guy's a pretty important NPC. He turns up a lot. Right. It's funny. It's very funny. The game is very funny. It's got tons of cinema scenes, tons of lovable characters, tons of lore. That's the old fish god. See this guy? It's the new fish god. It's me, dog! Giving the double guns. One of my cousins gives thumbs ups like me. None of them watch my videos. One of them subbed to my videos, so who knows? Maybe he'll watch, but that's not the one who gives thumbs ups. Anyway, back to the boat. We're done fishing for now. Lord, I don't know how long we died. I can't see the recording time, but I'm assuming. Assuming this is going to take, that took around 30 minutes anyway. So now that I'm back at the boat, it should be night, and I'm not going to do anything at night except... Like, you can keep them in your inventory. Oh, I should have done a horse race. That's dumb, but there's seahorse races. They're fun. Right, that's Bancho. That's the fish thing. Right. So, this is more fish stuff. I sent my staff out to get some black vinegar. This is how much they got for me. Some of them got bonus stuff. There's a whole staffing component. Anyway, let's make some weapons. So eye diver here is all your upgrades, and as you can see, I already got them. But the weapon shop, and that's what I spent my money on. The weapon shop, however, is just as ample. Oh, I'm missing stuff. I need to get scrap iron. That's unfortunate. So you're not going to get to see these animations unless... No, I'd have to... No, I could... Let's see what happens. Well, let's do an upgrade, and then we'll do a craft. So these are all the weapons. Look at all these bloody weapons, right? And once you got them, but... See how that one requires a white tip reef shark tooth? That means you just have to kill the white tip reef shark until it gives you one, which there's usually only 1 or 2 per swim, and you gotta, they're painful. Right, this is the one I need ruby for. 6 more. Trank rifle, got it. Poison rifle, need that. That thing is cute. I didn't like killing it, but now I gotta go back and hunt it if I want the gun. Powerful statement about conservation. So. Right, gotta make a shock rifle too. Have I not? Barrel jellyfish tentacle. That thing only comes out at night. Alright, there's gotta be one in here that I haven't made that I can make. There we go. Poison triple axle too. So. It's insane that I picked him first, but he's into anime. He's a huge weeb. He loves this anime. It stars these characters, these female, very Sailor Moon-like characters. So everything he does is like peppered with just a hint of like magical, magical anime girl. Do I got anything left? Oh, I still got a little left, so let's run through them. Again, this is all I'm doing, right? This is just me finding an excuse to go back down in the water. And that excuse is to get more lethal weapons of going down in the water. But as you can see, I'm running out of excuses. I'm gonna try and get... There's several animations. They have several animations for everything, so... I'm gonna see if I can get all of them in one. Nope, it did this one again. That might be the only one, those might be the only ones for upgrading weapons, because he does have different ones for building weapons. Alright, let's... anything? The shock mine launcher. No, maybe it's just 2. That's so good. Alright, let's see if I can make some guns. Yeah, so... I don't have one of these anymore, so let's craft. When you upgrade them, you lose the original. That's why it's like a tree, and if you want to go back, you gotta get more parts anyway. I'm getting my glasses tomorrow. Can't wait to do that. This is my favorite of his. Oh man. Anyway, this has been just another fantastic episode of Day of the Die. That's it for now. I'm gonna cook, man. I'm not gonna stop.